Hello, welcome to Fortune from Faye Tarot and Oracle card readings. This is an Oracle card reading just for whenever you find it, whenever you want to listen to it. It is a pick an object one. So I will have 5 objects and you pick your object and then the cards that are under that card are your reading. So I'm going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck for this one. It is really pretty. It's one of my favourites. It's the first one that I started using that I continue to use. So this one is very special. And if you don't know what a starseed is, I will explain that to you. So some of you might have heard me explain this before, but a starseed is a person who incarnates on this earth, and you are originally not from this earth, so you come from another planet basically, and you incarnate for a life as a human with a plan and work to do, and you choose everything and all that stuff. And there's many different types of starseeds, so you can actually Google it, do a questionnaire and find out what type of starseed you are, which is quite interesting. But don't do that unless you really want to jump down a rabbit hole and never come out the end, because I jumped down that rabbit hole in 2020, and I'm still learning more about it. So just it's a endless amount to learn there. So let's see what cards we get come up. So right, we're gonna do there'll be 5 different readings. I'll do 3 cards per object. I'll pick the objects in a minute. I've got a few different objects here that I do use for you to select from. Right, just need 3 more cards. Likelihood is the 4th one is not going to get, the 5th one is not going to get 3 cards, because Spirit always gives me more extra cards. And if I put them back in, it gives me more cards next time. So I've learned that sometimes if it gives an extra couple of cards, we just have to use them, because that's how it works. And now they don't want to give me any cards. Oh, we've got 3. Okay. It did. Nope, that one's sticking out. Last one is 4. Right, so the first object we're going to have is this Star Fairy crystal that I got from Avery. Look at how cute he is. Can you see that? There you go. I'm going to go on that one. Then we've got My Little Ghosts, Bill and Ted. Ted is the pink one. These are my little resin ghosts that I adopted from Hex Girl Designs, my friend Lexi from Markets. You can get them. They're ever so cute. They're £3 each, 2 for 5. Why would you just have one? They need a friend. The middle set of cards is Archangel Michael. This one came from Florence. My parents brought that back from holiday. Next object is a piece of quartz from a quarry. It's proper, like, rough. It's not smooth and everything. My friend found that on the floor, so that's special. And my last object is the Opalite Fairy, which I've had for years and years. It's one of the first sort of crystals that I wanted to buy. I love Opalite. I know it's not a natural crystal, but that doesn't take away from if you like it. I don't think strawberry quartz is either a natural crystal, but there's no problem with that type of thing if you don't mind it. If you don't like it, that's your thing. But if you like a crystal and it's man-made, it doesn't make it any less good for you. So please pick your object. I'm going to give you a few minutes. Or objects, pick 1 or 2, but no more than that. So just 1 or 2. Please do in the comments let me know what you've selected. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've heard of starseeds, what you think about starseeds, all that stuff. I'd love to know what you think. So I'm going to make a start now. Right, so we've got here the Star Fairy and Strawberry Quartz. Let's see what we've got. So this card here is what's happening, and these cards here are things that you can be doing to assist you with what you've got going on. So you've got the love, Hadrian energy, codependency, boundaries. It's time to pull back any energy from where it doesn't belong. Sometimes people come along and you want to love everyone, you want to help everyone, but you can't help absolutely everyone. People have to learn to help themselves because you can't help them and help you at the same time. They have to a certain degree, actually learn to help themselves as well. So it's important that you make sure you put boundaries in place. Don't let people rely on you for things that they should be doing themselves. I'm going to see what we've got. We've got basically, we have an affirmation or a question that you ask yourself, and they call it Starseed Soul Inquiry. So you ask your soul, what's seriously, what's going on here? Like, what's happening? So for this one here, we've got, do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how? How can you develop a deeper love for yourself? You have to start to do things that you enjoy doing, not doing things just because the other person enjoys it. And if that means you have to take a bit of time away from a particular relationship because of it, that is fine. So there's a couple pieces of guidance here for you. And it's the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So you have lots of dimensions to you. You're not just a one-dimensional person. You have lots of things that you're skilled at. But because other people are coming in and taking that energy, and you don't have all that energy to put into everything. You're tying that energy up with other stuff, and you're not using it to be you. I don't know, like maybe I always thought pink hair would be cool. Didn't have pink hair for years. Thought that's a bit impractical, bit not really the done thing when you were at work and stuff like that. But you know, I've just dyed my hair pink now, and it matches my stall, and it's all good. So do the things that you want to do because you want to do them, not because you feel someone else will be like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do that. That's not going to work. Let your unique nature come out. Show everyone you're weird. If they don't like you're weird, they're not for you. You've also got karmic relationship, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. You can't say with that conflict, if there is conflict, you can set boundaries and say, with what, and it is relationships, it's sort of emotional because we've got a lot of water here. We've got the two people. You can create a bit of distance if the people are opposite from you. But I mean, it's fine to be different from other people, and it's fine to ask them to accept you for who you are, but and them to ask you to accept them for who they are. But they have to understand that sometimes there is a boundaries in place, and that you can't be everywhere all the time and doing everything for them. Let's see what you've got for this. A courageous peony. How are you being called to allow yourself to be more visible and seen in the world? And we've got karmic relationships. Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through conflict? So where there is conflict, sometimes it's saying to you, you need to appreciate that people are different from you, and that's okay. But do be aware of those boundaries. Right, so we got Bill and Ted next. Right, this is what's going on. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Okay, this is quite a big card. So if you felt that you're seeing things properly for the first time, you're actually seeing things for truly what they are and seeing the magic that is around you. There is magic around you, and That's amazing. You are magic as well. So you have very deep magic. Question things you never normally questioned. Why am I doing this? Why do I go to this? Do I want to go to this party? No. Why don't I want to go to this party? Because I don't want to go and hang out with those people. Don't go to the party. Don't hang out with those people. Do what you want to do. Why are you going just because you've always done it doesn't mean you have to always continue doing it. So it is a way of moving forwards and just dropping what doesn't work for you anymore. That doesn't work for me. This doesn't work for me. Yes, we still have to do the life things. Like if you have a job and you need to earn money to go to work and like earn money and stuff, that is needed to be done. You have to do those things. But maybe you need to find a different way to look at it, or maybe you need to find a different job, or maybe you need to find a new way to move forward. So the veil is going to be lifted. You're going to see everything for truly what it is. But that means you're going to see the beauty, but also you're going to see the bad side of it. So where there is great beauty, there is also great ugliness. And you have to see both sides of it truly for what it is and learn what you can control, what you can't control, and what you're going to move forward with. Okay, so we've got deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing. This healing is allowing that veil to lift. It is actually allowing you to emotionally move forwards, not ignoring emotions, but not letting them control you and experiencing it and moving on. That's the amazing thing. We've got star bathing, light body crystal grid transmission activation. You're being activated with this lifting of the veil, being able to see things. It is actually, it's lifting away all the things that are stopping you from seeing things from what they truly are. Let's see what it just says in here quickly. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? There you go. You're being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. It's no easy feat, but it is worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. You don't have to do everything super quick. You could do things at your pace and at your speed, but it's important that you take those small steps to move forwards. So with this one, you've got an activation. And you say, you put your hand on your heart, you say, I take back my vitality, energy, and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Your body is able to heal itself. And you might still be left with chronic illness, but it might allow you to cope with it better. That's the only thing I can say. And with star bathing, we've got another activation. So you place your hand on your heart. Say, I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and earth inform and heal me, and as they do, may it heal the earth too. Right, let's see what Archangel Michael has for those that picked Archangel Michael. So, what's going on is this inner earth. Oh, you've got a pretty card there. You'll survive new solutions and beginnings. So, when you feel like everything has broken apart completely and everything is broken down, imagine you are walking through this tunnel in the dark. You can't see where you're going, you have no idea. Suddenly, you walk through to the end of this tunnel, and all you see is that. Whatever you're going through, you're gonna survive it. You just have to keep moving forward because there is something amazing at the end of that tunnel. And there may be a very small light right now, but you're gonna find beauty. Keep walking towards where you see light, not in like a in like a sort of walk towards it. Make sure you're walking in that direction. We've got a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. It is happening. You might not see it, and you might when you've got cracked open. Yeah. So this card here. Sorry, distracted, but this one is very important. So when your life falls apart completely, you feel like everything is like your soul is broken open and laid bare for you. You then have to deal with it. everything is just laid bare out for you to. It's not a very easy thing to deal with. It's quite difficult. You have to put your life back together as you choose. And yes, it's really bad that everything has fallen apart. But as you're going through that tunnel, you're starting to slowly put things back together. And you put those things back into your life that you want to keep. You don't put back things back in that you don't want to keep. So, I don't know, you want to keep a certain group or club that you go to. Well, you keep that in your life and you then save space elsewhere so that other things can come in. And sometimes you have to leave space empty for new things to come in because it's not going to enter your life unless you have that space and that energy and that space held for new time and energy for new things to come in. Otherwise, you can't fit it in. So you've got to drop all the old things that you don't want anymore. You got new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Keep holding that vision and taking those tiny steps. You don't have to move forward super quick. You don't have to run towards it or take giant leaps. You can take those baby steps and move forward slowly and put your life back together. And if it has fallen apart now and everything's broken, just make a note. Maybe make a note of where you are with stuff and keep a journal and then come back to it in 6 months' time and see where you are in 6 months' time. And I bet you'll find that you have taken baby steps once a week, maybe. You've like gone, this week I'm going to focus on getting this improved. And then by the time you've done it, you've improved a huge amount of stuff. Sorry, that card is one of my favourites. It's like, it's telling you it's going to be okay. Even though it is rubbish now, it's going to be okay. And it's a very, if you've been there, you understand it. Okay, so you've got a Starseed Soul Inquiry for this one. How can you let life crack you open? Yeah, don't try and hold things together if they're falling apart. Try to let things go. That trying to hold on to something that you're not going to be able to hold on to just gives you more pain. So allow things to, if you can't control it, allow things to move as they're going to. We've got Inner Earth. And with this one, you've got, what can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? Inner Earth there. And we've got a New Earth. Hearts and the A's. Some of these are not in A, some of them are in the first one. How can you keep holding the vision? Keep the vision of what you want in your mind. You might not get that, you might get something even better, but just keep the vision of where you want to be going and move in that direction. Right, got this beautiful piece of quartz here. Right, so the things that are happening are activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. And then we've got water your garden and we the hathors. So activated earth, trust where you're being led. If you, sometimes you have to give up you have to tell the universe, I want to be doing this, whatever it is. I don't know. I want to read tarot cards, for heaven's sakes. That's what I said. And then I started doing it. See what happens. Where am I being led with this? What's happening? I'll keep doing it and let's see what happens from it. So trust where you're being led and try the different options. If you don't like it, you don't have to go back and you don't have to do it necessarily. If you don't like a market or you don't like a channel, I don't know, there's a way you don't like doing it, you find another way to do it and just see what options are open to you afterwards. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness and rest. It's about looking after yourself and before you go out and help others, making sure that you are looking after you first, because you can't, they do say you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're pouring for everyone else, you're not giving yourself anything. That's no good at all. Got we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth is portal. So some sort of rebirth coming through. Right, we're just going to go for activated earth to see what the question is for that one. Oh, it's a affirmation for this one. And it's, I honor and thank the earth keeper, the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend to the land you live on? As you connect with earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. I think you may need to look into past life regression. If you feel drawn to past life regression, go and see what happens. It's a very interesting thing to do. But just make sure you find someone who is very qualified in it, so that if anything comes up, that you're able to deal with it. And we've got here, what's your body yearning for? What are you, so where are you being led to go? Because travel is a very, going on holiday, having a holiday, travel is a very healing thing. Going and seeing a new place, going and visiting special places. It's very important. I went to Pompeii last year and I didn't feel particularly attached to the place. It all felt very, it's amazing. There was nothing there though. However, having gone to the Capri Islands, I loved it there. I had a boat ride. I do prefer a boat ride, to be honest, than a coach ride. I had a boat ride. Had we went up on a little chair lift, which was really cool. Very high up though. Um, and it was just stunning. And there was a beautiful church, and it was a St. Michael's church, so it was a special place. And that place, I hadn't paid to walk into the church cemetery, but it was beautiful. So you're being, go to the places that you're drawn to go to, and I feel there is some sort of Egyptian, there's some sort of Egyptian link here. So for we are the Hathors, you've got, I allow the deep love of the cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm loved and held. And if you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of cosmic mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. You might find that people come up to you, and if you need help, you get surprise help, if that makes sense. So you're struggling with something, and someone comes and opens the door for you, or yeah, you get. I think you might find there's people coming along just doing random acts of kindness. So pay those forward, like I normally say, pay it forward. Do a favour for someone else, then everyone's done someone a little favour. So our last object is the opalite angel. What we got going on? The breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Stop micromanaging the universe. And we're going to do two for this. And star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. You are trying to micromanage what you get with the universe at the moment. From this card, it's stop trying to make things happen. Yes, step in the right direction. They may not work out. Things might not happen in the way you want them to work out. So sometimes you have to take that step and just allow it to happen in the way, in some way, shape, or form that it's going to happen in. We've got hidden secrets. You need to look a bit deeper with things. Maybe you need to do a bit of historical reading, that type of thing. There's lost wisdom from ancient civilizations that we've just lost. This rings a bell like Akashic records. So you can do meditations that will take you to Akashic records, and it gives you like sort of old information on how to do things. I'm sure there's someone that would do a guided meditation for you, but I think you probably could equally find one on YouTube. Okay, so we have got portal. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards and wildcards. If doors are open to you, then you can explore them. If they're not opened for you, you can't try and micromanage the universe to make that happen. You came here as a light worker, as a star seed. So you've come here to learn to be human in a human world. So allow yourself to to see what doors are opening. If a door isn't opening and you really want that door, it's not going to open no matter how hard you try. It's not for you, it's for someone else. So take a step back, see what other doors are opening because there'll be a better door for you. And double mission, light worker stars. Serve the world by being you. Don't try to fit into boxes that other people want. Let the universe allow you to show yourself to people, and then amazing things happen. Right, so breath of the cosmos. Let's see what the question is for this one. I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. That is basically it. We've got then star ancestors. So you're definitely a star seed if you picked that object. You might not realise it, but and you got a activation for this one, affirmation. I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. There might be things you do that no one taught you to do what you're doing, you just do it. So, for example, no one taught me to read oracle cards. I just picked up a deck and started doing it. It wasn't something that anyone, I've had a lesson on reading tarot because I had a bit of a mental block, thought they were scary, bought a deck, thought someone needs to show me how to use these and did it that way. But there's multiple ways of doing things. I didn't need someone to show me how to read these cards. I sort of picked them up and started doing it. Yes, there's a book and it gives you some nice layouts, but I don't necessarily use that anymore. You find your own way of doing it. And with this one, it's like, what would you most like to experience? Have a look, see if there's something you want to experience and move forward with. And try the doors that are open for you because they might lead to where you want to be, just not in the way that you've planned. So stop that. We're stopping that micromanagement. And this one is basically, how can you serve the world by being you? How can being you help to make the world a better place? Well, I hope that resonates with you. Please do let me know which object you selected. Let me know what you think. This deck is beautiful. And I hope you have a magical day when you're listening to this.